Welcome to the No Swear Gamers Mount Rushmore series, where I take a topic and give you my top 4 choices to put on a mythical Mount Rushmore. Today's topic, the top 4 video game series that should return. For this topic, I'm looking at video game series that haven't had any new official games in several years. First up is Streets of Rage. For as popular as the series was, it's kinda surprising that the series was only active for 3 years, starting with Streets of Rage 1 in 1991 and ending with Streets of Rage 3 in 1994. It's also surprising that Streets of Rage 4 never came out for the Saturn, Dreamcast, or just about any system beyond that. We may have had some similar style games here and there, but it sure would be nice to have another Streets of Rage game appear before the series turns 30 in 2021. Next is Space Quest. The Space Quest series lasted longer than most, starting with the first game in 1986 and ending with the 6th game in 1995. There was a 7th game planned, but due to the decline of popularity for point-and-click graphic adventure games, it never saw the light of day. In 2012, the original creators of the series successfully kickstarted a spiritual successor in Space Venture, but 5 years later the game has yet to be released. With a combination of humor, pop culture, and science fiction, a Space Quest return would fit right in alongside with the new Star Trek series and Star Wars movies. Help us, Roger Wilco, you're our only hope. The next series I want to return is the Advance Wars series. The Advance Wars series is actually part of a larger series that started with Famicom Wars in Japan back in 1988, but here in the States we had to wait until Advance Wars came out for the GBA in 2001. After 2 games for the Game Boy Advance and 2 for the DS, the Advance Wars series went dormant after the release of Advance Wars Day of Ruin on the DS in 2008. After waiting almost a decade, an Advance Wars return on the 3DS would be a welcome addition. And last but certainly not least, the Wonder Boy series. Starting more as a platform game in the arcades in 1986 that would eventually lead to the Adventure Island series on non-Sega systems, Wonder Boy really found his Metrovania-style groove in Wonder Boy 3 The Dragon's Trap on the Master System and Wonder Boy and Monster World on the Genesis. While more Wonder Boy games were released overseas, it has still been over 25 years since we've seen Wonder Boy in a new game. Even though recently The Dragon's Trap got an updated remake, an official new entry in the series would be a wonderful sight for sore eyes. So what do you think? What 4 choices would you put on your mythical Mount Rushmore? Feel free to let me know in the comments below. Also feel free to click the like and subscribe buttons and follow me on the Facebook and the Twitter. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time in the next No Swear Gamer video.